What do you think it means to grieve well?
Oh, is to love your messy self and to give like I've said, give yourself compassion and be graceful to yourself, to be able to honor feeling awful and to honor yourself as you do. And there's no shame in how you're grieving. There's no right way, and to just allow yourself to kind of unfold and allow it to unfold the way it's supposed to. I think and it's not going to be what you expect. So remove expectations.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's such the opposite message of trying to have a perfectly curated life.
Oh gosh, no.
Of course, my dad made mistakes. And of course that I have negative memories of him. But when I went through grief and when I started to missed him, and when I started to think about everything that he did for me, those kind of like bad memories just went away. I don't have bad memories about my dad. I just have the great memories. And I just know the man he was or the man he still is, because his presence is still right here. And we all remember him with very much love and companionship.
What do you think it means to grieve well?
I think what's coming up is this idea is to grieve in integrity to yourself. Only you know what it means to grieve well, and only you can go on the journey. And you might go on one or you might be on it. But I hope that by hearing and listening to other people who have been on the journey and are still going on their journey, because we move with grief, we don't move on, we move with.
I can't prove this. I don't know anything about it. But that after that years of grief, I have found a purer joy than I've ever felt. So from great grief, the passage into joy may be more profound than you can imagine. It's just joy. I can live in the minute better than I ever could before. And I think that'll happen to people who hang in there and get through everything.
What do you think it means to grieve well?
I think to grieve well is to let yourself grieve, first of all. To really like I've said multiple times, really let yourself feel. And also, like you just said, I think the whole point of life and the beauty of life itself is connection. Like that is just the most beautifully poignant part of life, is to connect with people and to love people and to just really, really get to know them deeply and form friendships. And I think grieving well, my mom is a great example of that, is allowing yourself to be vulnerable to other people and deepen those connections with others and yourself.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Good Grief Believer podcast. I believe we grieve better when we share our experiences with others, and I am always eager to hear from other people about their unique grief journey. Please contact me if you would be willing to share your perspective with me as a guest on the Good Grief Believer podcast by emailing me at goodgriefbeliever@gmail.com. That's GOODGRIEFBELIEVER @gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you soon.